not the Old Town Rose, Lil Nas. No, the original Nas from Queensbridge just made $100 million in one day. It has nothing to do with rap music. It has nothing to do with his catalog. It has nothing to do with the fact that he just won his first Grammy. Nas has an investment company called Queensbridge Ventures. Let me make sure I'm getting his investment company right. It is, Nasir, better known as Nas. It's his investment company, his investment firm is called Queensbridge Venture Partners. They were invested in the cryptocurrency sharing platform Coinbase. They invested $25 million in Coinbase back in 2013. Well, Coinbase just went public like today, and they predicted it to be listed about $350 per share. It is currently trading at, let me make sure I get it right, over $400. It got as high as $425 earlier today. But it's now currently trading at $400 per share, and Nas just made $100 million after the IPO went public. That deserves a round of applause. Shout out to my guy Nas, because he has been at the forefront of rappers investing, right? It's been like him, Jay-Z, P. Diddy. These guys made a nice little chunk of change through their music catalog. But as we know, the white people get most of that money. If we're just being honest, for the guys who aren't independent, if you're signed to a major label, the white people get the most of your money in music. When you're signed to someone, the person who's writing your checks gets the biggest chunk, right? You see all these guys with all these diamonds and flashing and all of that stuff, but somebody at Epic Records or somebody at Interscope or somebody at Warner Brothers or Warner Rec or whatever, they're Atlantic. They're writing the checks. And so for you to be able to go out and get all the fancy grills and the fancy diamonds, it means somebody's signing over you a paycheck. Well, one place that doesn't have to happen is when you invest, right? You're your own boss. You create your own hours. You create your own money. And when you make smart investments, every investment won't strike gold, right? It took 8 years for this investment, this $25 million investment from Nas in his investment firm, Queensbridge Venture Partners, to pay off. It took 8 years, and some investments are made for long term. But 8 years, $25 million just netted him $100 million just like that. Just like that. I talk about these kind of stories. I'd like to share these stories because they're so amazing and because they can apply to your life. I've shared the stories about LeBron James and how he's made over $1 billion during his playing career, and less than only 30% of that comes from the NBA. Think about that. This man's made $1 billion, and only 30% of $1 billion that he's made comes from dribbling a basketball. Now, the publicity that he gets from dribbling the basketball is huge, and the fact that he's a great player is huge because that it's netted him endorsements, and he's flipped those endorsements into partnerships. He's flipped those partnerships into owning businesses. He's flipped those businesses into a $700 million or $1 billion empire. Movies like The Space Jam, The New Legacy, shows like The Shop, his bike company, and being an initial investor in Blaze Pizza. Nas has done the same thing. He's been in on Moet Hennessy. He's a partner. He's an endorser of that. He's a partner and invested in the Moet Hennessy brand, the Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, all of that alcohol stuff. He's in the cryptocurrency space. He's on Coinbase. He's literally got an entire investment firm named after his old hood, Queensbridge Venture Partners. And you can do the same. Yes, you might not have $25 million to invest like Nas, right? But you have $25. You might have $2,500. You might have, $5,000, $500, $250. You know what I mean? That all adds up. All of that adds up. You can do the exact same thing on a smaller scale that can lead to you to get off your corporate plantation, that can lead to you to have disposable income, that can lead to you having more money and building generational wealth that we all talk about, that we all preach about, right? We should use this example from Nas. He is a guy that comes from the gutter. Yes, all of us can't rap or hoop or play football. Like it's just everybody ain't gonna be able to be a platinum Grammy-winning rap artist like Nas. The man was 19 years old and was a gifted poet. Like a poet we've never seen before. The Illmatic is probably the greatest rap album ever created, right? And the man wrote it at 19 years old. He created that masterpiece at age 19. We all can't do that. like we all just aren't that gifted, orally, right? Like we're just not like that. Our brains don't work that way. It's okay. It is okay to not be able to spit like Nas or Jay-Z, to able to make beats or produce rap artists like P. Diddy. But you can invest. You can learn, you can buy courses. The Black Business School offers courses that can teach you how to invest your money. So if you make $40,000 a year from work, you can make $20,000 from the market or investments, or match your salary at work in your investments a year. Yes, that's possible. There are people that do that every single day, every single year. Whatever they make from work, they double it or make the same investing. Nas just made $100 million. I can guarantee you the records that Nas sold never netted him $100 million. I can bet my life on that. That however many millions of records he sold during the course of his rap career, they never netted him $100 million. I can guarantee you that. Not one time his records made him $100 million. I can guarantee it. But just like that, an investment he made 8 years ago in 2013 just netted him $100 million today, or probably more. The low $100 million was kind of like the low end, right? Because that's when they knew he was going to trade for 350, and it shot up as high as, if he sold off anything when it got as high as 425, and it's still trading at 400, and it would eventually go up because the cryptocurrency space is only getting bigger and bigger and larger. Then yeah, I say it's safe to say he made at least $100 million. Let's read some more about Nas's investment. It says Nasir Jones, his original name, investment firm, Queensbridge Venture Partners, got into Coinbase Series B round back in 2013 when it raised $25 million. Around that time, Coinbase was valued at $143 million, according to PitchBook. Nas news shows that how far Coinbase public listing will ripple across the world of venture capital, with everyone from Wall Street veterans to A-list celebrities all standing to win big when the chips fall this week. The chips fell today. Queensbridge, which was also a backer of Robinhood back in 2013 and later Lyft and Dropbox, makes early stage investments between $100,000 to $500,000, according to Jones's Queensbridge founder, Anthony Sala. Dividing the firm's $100,000 to $500,000 stake by the share price at the time of Coinbase Series B points to Queensbridge owning about 329,000 shares on the low end, and on the high end of 496,000 shares, according to an analyst on CoinDeck. At that price, Coinbase shares last traded on private secondary markets at $350 per share. Jones's firm would have pot somewhere between $34 million and $173 million. If Coinbase shares trade at investment bank at a target of 440, Queensbridge could see the value of the Coinbase stake rise as far as $43 million to $218 million, respectively. Salah and Jones did not return requests for comment. Coinbase declined to comment. So that is put out by Yahoo Finance. So we're talking about on the low end, Nas made $100 million today. And if it gets to that 450, we're talking about $200 million. $200 million for an investment he made back in 2013. Guys, what more do you need? What more examples do you need to get into this investing game? What more do you need to give you that jump start, that push, to push you over the ledge, to make this happen? I'm not saying you're gonna make $100 million in one day or $200 million in one day like Nas did today. Okay, that if you think that's reality at this moment, you get that out. But you can make $200, $2,000, $20,000. That's realistic. That is actually very, very, very much real in one day. Hell, if you're trading options, you can make it in an hour, in 1 hour. This is what needs to take place. This is how you build your generational wealth. This is how you get your family out of the gutter. This is how you don't have to beg for jobs or go out and fight for these politicians. They're not coming to save you. Let's put it out there. They're not coming to save you. These politicians aren't coming to save you. These jobs aren't coming to save you. If you die today, your job at work is going to have your job posted tomorrow. Or it's going to have it posted in an hour. Your body's not even going to be cold before your job posts your job, before your employer posts your job. So how do you set yourself up for long-term wealth? It's through investing. Nas just showed you the man made $100 million. He comes from Queensbridge Projects in New York. Queensbridge Projects in New York. Yes, we all can't spit like Nas on the mic. I get it. But we all can invest like Nas. We all can get in on companies like Nas. We all can have a diversified portfolio like Nas. We all can get rich like Nas. Maybe not $100 million rich, but you can be a millionaire. You just have to put that into your mindset. You have to know and have to speak it out loud, and not just speak it, not just manifest it, because a lot of people like to manifest and do all that kind of stuff. You have to have, look, faith without works is dead, right? That guy, I'm pretty sure that comes from the Bible. My mom says that to me all the time. Faith without works is dead. So you have to put in the time, and to get the good stuff, you might even have to put in the money. The initial investment is teaching somebody like at the Black Business School to teach you how to be invested, to teach you how to do these kind of things. But once you learn this skill, once you learn a trade, nobody can take it away from you. And you will be able to actually make money. You will be actually to benefit from that skill, from said trade. This man Nas just made $100 million in one day of an investment he made 8 years ago. And some investments take longer to pop. But when they do, you will be thankful. Your family will be thankful. And your life will change forever. Once you learn this skill, your life changes forever. You'll never go back to the way you were. So yeah, Nas made $100 million and could be upwards closer to $200 million in one day because he made the investment in Coinbase back in 2013. Coinbase just went public on the NASDAQ. It's trading on all your favorite brokerage apps, whether it's Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, Webull, Fidelity, whatever one you use. They're all trading Coinbase right now. And it got as high, as far as I saw, as high as 425 today. It's right now, it's hovering around 400. And he made $100 million because of it. So that's all I got today. Go out, guys, go out and be great. Invest your money. Let your money work for you. And you'll be happy, and you'll actually generate that generational wealth we all talk about. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsey Jr. at the Black Boss Channel. Follow me on Instagram at